Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Welcome to another ZX Spectrum versus Commodore 64 comparison video. As I like to call it, Playground Wars. In this video we'll be taking a look at this game, Shadow Warriors, on said systems. Ported to pretty much everything back in the day by Ocean in 1990. We're talking Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, Spectrum obviously, Amstrad, and I believe there was an IBM version. And it's based on an arcade machine 2 years prior called Shadow Warriors, at least in England and Europe, and Ninja Gaiden in Japan and North America. And basically it was released by Techno, who made, you know, the Ninja Gaiden games on the NES that have absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, I don't know why it got called Shadow Warriors in the United Kingdom. Oh wait, yes I do. It was around about that time where everyone was obsessed with ninjas and everyone would thought just... Basically, if you said the word ninja to an impressionable young child, he would literally flip out, shit his pants, and or cry like a liberal. Absolutely pathetic. Anyway, though, I quite prefer the term Shadow Warriors because it's, you know, it's Shadow Warriors. Warriors of the Shadows. Anyway, yeah, that got away from me. Ninja Gaiden, basically you are a ninja, obviously, hired by a group of individuals to defeat a cult who've taken or trying to take over the city, the world, led by Bladimus. Yeah, who is a direct descendant of Nostradamus, which makes no sense whatsoever because Nostradamus was not evil. Anyway, let's get into it. So it's 1 to 8K only, obviously 8 years into ZX Spectrum's life, so a few games around about this point were 1 to 8K only. Now, it's, look at that. You know when you got like a really fat person and they lose loads of weight and then they got like that weird skin thing on their arms, and then take that person and then stick them on the beach for like months at a time so they get all nicely leathered up? That's that dude's arms right there. That's that dude's arms. But anyway, it's got nice 1 to 8K music. I think we both know it's going to lose to the SID chip on the Commodore. But then having said that, I haven't played that one in ages, so I can't remember. Anyway, let's get into it. It won't let you define the keys, but to be honest, they're not too bad. Q up, A down, O left, P right, space, fires, 8 directional movement, but only 1 fire button, and you can flip off objects and stuff like that. Now, you would have thought, don't get me wrong, it is quite impressive for what it does, but you would have thought they would have gone the route of like monochromic or stuff like that, or maybe gone like Dragon Ninja and things like that. No, they really pushed the boat out here and what the Spectrum could do. We'll get into what the problem I have with that is anyway, but yeah. So they really pushed the boat out and what the Spectrum could do. There's absolutely no attribute clash, there's tons of colour, and there's really big sprites. There is a sound when I, look, you go, just walk into it and you flip off. When I hit someone. So, no music. Half the screen is taken up by that huge picture of me with my bingo wings. Up, fire, and left, or up, fire, and right, you do your ninja flip. Now, the thing is, the controls are quite tight. Once you get surrounded side by side like that, you know, you're screwed. But my problem is, as impressive as this is, and they've tried something different, I would have preferred it to be, you know, a lot smaller, like the arcade graphics were. I have a gameplay of that, or the Commodore graphics, and more resemblant of the arcade. I mean, it is resemblant of the arcade, but I don't know. It's like it's more of a technical showcase than it is a representation of the arcade. As in, it is the arcade, but what I'm saying is they could have made it more accurate. It's impressive, and I've always had a soft spot for this game, which is why it's in this series. That and the fact that I like doing comparison videos of arcade games. Right, you're invulnerable when you're flashing red. Take advantage of it. Loads of sprites on the screen at once. Very impressive. That's an extra life there in the blue. It's just, and it's not so much Spectrum's fault. It's the control system of the arcade. 1 fire button. I mean, come on. Obviously you would have had a jump button. It's odd, isn't it, that Ninja Gaiden is a name that's so strongly, you know, linked to NES and stuff like that. Yet there was never a port of the arcade machine that technically started the whole series off. Again, 1 to 8, I would have heard some music. I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm dying, is what I'm doing. I'm dying a lot. Now, it's about getting in the groove. Such is life. Oh, Jason Voorhees can punch like a bastard. Well, he can punch like Jason Voorhees. If you can get the timing down to right to when you are attacked on both sides, then it's alright. He just smashed the phone booth. That's alright. Kids these days don't even know what a phone booth is. Once they start hammering you like that, though, you can't really get out. Look how tight his jeans are. This is, jeez, I don't remember this being this hard. What's the point of training all these years to be a shadow warrior if just a bloke in a hockey mask, tight jeans, can kick you once and you're screwed? I need to progress further than this, it's shocking. I mean, all the types of characters from the arcades are represented here. Or bad guys, I should say. And they're all, well, he just looks like Jason Voorhees with a bad case of sunburn and his mask is being removed. That's irritating as hell. Once they start doing that, run away. You can't, well, you can fall off a cliff. You can't get out of them pummeling you, yes. So, you know, it is graphically impressive. I don't want to bag on it for that. It's just, it's not a Ninja Gaiden game to me. Or it could have been a better, you know, arcade conversion had it been smaller sprites, you know, monochromic. That's just my thoughts. I mean, that's why we do these videos. So you can make up your mind. I think we've worked out a method here. I'm just going to stand on the pipes. Like I said, I'm not bagging on it because the layout is, you know, the representation of the level is perfect to the arcade. Here we go. One. That is irritating as hell. You cannot. I mean, I'm not saying I want Street Fighter mechanics in a Spectrum game, you know, reversals and stuff like that, but you can't break his combo. So it's a foregone conclusion. But yeah, like I said, Spectrum magazines went batshit crazy on this. To be fair though, in 1990 I was firmly in my Mega Drive world. But like I say, look at that. No attribute clash, big sprites, lots of colour, smooth scrolling, broken combat mechanics. Again though, to be fair, a lot of that is down to the fact that this is how the combat worked in the arcade. Right. See, can I go up again? Yes, you can hang on them. I don't know how. That could be painful. Look at my feet. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. No, 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 no. He's going to kick me off the edge, isn't he? Oh. Can I kick them off the edge? Look at this bloke. He's just... See, again. Combo. Can't break it. Time for a pummeling. Come on. Oh look, slow down in the music, that's a new one. That one's just standing there like a plum, which I'll take. Ow. I can't even hit him. He's Casper. He's Caspered out on me. Oh, he was waiting. He's a gentleman. Sir Voorhees. Hey, Sir Voorhees, it's not out of the question. Look at our broke fucking knighthood system and the outright criminals who get knighted in this country. Oh wait, I've got to kill everyone. Kill them a lot. So do you know what? I'm being overly harsh on it, but it is impressive. If you could break that combo thing they do, then it wouldn't be half as annoying. But like I said, I don't know why they went the route of like a kind of technical showcase rather than something that you could, because if you play the arcade you'll see what I mean on how small the sprites are. Prepare to meet the Guardian. Ah, I never read left-wing newspapers. Look at, I think he's supposed to be a sumo wrestler. That or a garbage pail kid. See, I mean, that flashing red then is cool. It's impressive. Run away, run away. I think that means he's invulnerable. There we go. Right. Oh, come back. Just give him a bottle of milk. Sing a lullaby. He'll nap. I mean, he looks like a baby. Oh, get some of that in your life. Right. You still can't. You can avoid his rage, but you still can't get the first punch on him. And a hot life bar would be nice. See what I mean? It's like it's in the code that he has to slap you automatically every time you lay one on him. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it ran clear. Well, there you go. I've been a bit hard on it because it is impressive for what it was, or it tries to achieve, I should say, but I just wanted something a little bit more like the arcade. Anyway, let's have a look at the Commodore 64 version. Oh, look, cars. That's kind of cool, actually. So this is Shadow Warriors on the Commodore 64. Now that's more like it. Obviously we knew the SID chip was going to kick Spectrum's ass on that, but come on, this is fantastic, isn't it? Gonna have to refresh myself with the controls. Haven't played this in donkey's years, so there we go. Level 1, the slums. Now immediately, if memory serves me correctly, you'll see why I may have sounded like I was being harsh on the Spectrum version, but this is what I wanted. You know, you could argue that the Spectrum one, to some degree, with the size of the sprites, is far more impressive. Didn't realise I had time in the bottom right hand corner, but this looks like the arcade. You've only got one button again. Look at that. This looks like the arcade. We've only got sound. I'm really not sure how that flying kick is supposed to work, but yeah, this is what I think when I see Shadow Warriors. Like I said, you could argue that the Spectrum is probably technically more impressive, but it doesn't resemble the arcade. Small sprites is what I wanted. Small sprites. Colours are a little dull. His running animation's cool. Can I go upstairs? Yes. I'm going to stay up sharp. So yeah, I really like this. You've only got that little bit at the bottom of the screen, which is basically his fist and a sword, to, you know, kind of cut the size of the screen down. Maybe that was to do with how, you know, or well, the speed the Spectrum version ran out. No, because there's loads of sprites on the screen at once. There's one thing that Spectrum does do far more impressive in its version than this version, especially when you consider the size of the sprites, is why so few on the screen. And Jason Voorhees doesn't look very Jason Voorhees. Oh, no, no, no. I take it back. We've got 4. It's really... No, no, we've got 3 again. It's really spoiling us. The Ambassador, he's really spoiling us. Points for the quote. Controls aren't as clunky as the Spectrum. They're still not perfect because of the one-button combat. Oh. Didn't you know that? When ninjas are invulnerable, they make that weird tinfoil noise. Levels are shorter, or that might just be because I was crapper and slower on the Spectrum, but yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Flip. Why does he look? Oh look! It's the cover of Abbey Road. Is this how you tell your rank in the gang in this version of the game? Because of the boiler suit they gave you, because they've only, at least the Spectrum version actually, you know, the characters were separated from each other by proper uniform or dress code. They just put them in boiler suits. Oh well. Oh, he's got his one-punch magic shit. Your worst flying kick ever. Unless it's just supposed to be a jump. I can't get on because they're on there. It's keeping forward pressed to punch would appear to be the future. Take that, Beatles. How do I get on? Like that. I've got 2 buttons, I've just realised, I think. Oh my god, have I? Right. No, I've got 1 button. I swear the other button was letting me do something just then. Weird. I mean, it is dull colours, I'll give it that. And it could use music, but then so could the Spectrum version. Oh, look at that. I'd say the controls are as poor as each other's versions, to be fair. I still remember the cover of CVG with Shadow Warriors on, with a bloody great ninja in a blue suit with a sword, because he's a Shadow Warrior, jumping over the top of a building. And that was when I regularly started collecting it, because the awesome box art, cover art, and the fact that Mean Machines was then a regular part of it. You know, the 2 or 3 pages was just covered consoles in the middle of what was predominantly a computer magazine. So, is he the boss? He doesn't look like a baby, does he? He kind of looks like a baby. Point to the quote. I think this is a tad unfair. I can't run by them. I can't maneuver around them. They're just around me. Oh, there we go. Get you back to the wall. Wait, what? No continues. Seriously, no continues. They appear to be, I mean, this resembles the arcade more, definitely more, and it definitely wins points for that. And the awesome Sid Chip title music definitely wins points as well. But they're both kind of in the controls, as broken as each other. Just want to make sure I can flip, in the sense that they're clunky. You can't break, you know, the middle of a flow of punches from them. And they, you know, they pen you in. There's too many of them. And there's, well, in this case it's 3 at once, isn't it? And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could argue somewhat that's kind of the case of the arcade, but I don't think so. Yay, that thing does nothing. The flips, they do nothing. I'm just going to stay here. Use that wall. Oh no, because he can go through the wall. Because they're all Casper the fucking friendly ghost. I'm a Shadow Warrior, that should be the preserve of me and stuff. I will say, it's not fair that you don't get any continues. I mean, because as clunky as this is, that just makes it downright bloody impossible. Which would to some degree be actually what landing a punch on them is. Right. See? The other button works occasionally. Weird. I'm playing this on a control pad, that's why when I say other button, I'm not playing this on the Mini. There's no way I was going to play this on the Mini with that joystick. I'd be dead by now. Come on, will you just friggin' die already? What, no smoke bombs? No shurikens? Bloody big staffs? Sharp sticks? Marbles? What sort of ninja are you? Sorry. Shadow Warrior. So is it Abbey Road again? See, this is what I mean. You're just surrounded. There's nothing you can do. It's a bit poor. That's it. Die. Why won't you die? Don't get up. What? At least it's let me take them one at a time, eh? You've got to let them come off before you can lamp them. I just know that's Yoko's fault somewhere. See, that's pointless, because I had to do that in order to line up a punch with him, and it just used it so I'm stuck in the middle. Look at me being so harshly critical of 8-bit systems. Why not? Were you fucking slapping me, useless Shadow Warrior? Shat Warrior? This is ridiculous. Thank you. The hit detection in this is... it's awful balls. Get off the fucking pipe. There we go. it won't let you flip onto it until you kill everyone, which is stupid because on the Spectrum you could just flip on it. Oh well. Well, I'm going to round up there. Do you know what? Commodore takes it. I can easily admit that. I've got no shame in admitting that the Commodore takes it. However, I will say that it is technically very impressive what they've done with the Spectrum. The lack of attribute clash, the sheer size of the sprites and the sheer number of the sprites on the screen at once. But as you can probably understand when you see this version, buy it, that version doesn't feel like the Shadow Warriors arcade game or the Ninja Gaiden arcade game. But they're both broken when it comes to controls and hit detection, just like really broken. And the fact that this hasn't got any continues just would have pissed me off royally back in the day. And this bit here, when they surround you and there's nothing you can do apart from just having shit find your face. See? Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, particularly on either of these versions and even the arcade. I think that is awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.